I just saw this for the first time today. It is my album. It's very exciting. I mean, I didn't think that was ever going to be done. And this is a song that's on the album. That's so cool. The song is about a book. It's about feeling the night. How's it going? You can make noise so I don't have to make a thing. Yes, that's my girl. A lot of people I don't want to know more about Grindelwald and Dumbledore. I really think that they both bad and lefty, and I think there's probably a good story there. Boogie. I want a boogie. I want a boogie. And I want J.K. Rowling to say that the epilogue was crap, cause we all know it was crap. And I want that kind of sun, the story's just begun. And I want J.K. Rowling to say that she's writing bookies. That mysterious veil. I really think it's a dimensional portal, and I can see reasons in Middle Earth. I know I want to hear the one about Hagrid's dad and Hagrid's mom. I really do think that that's nearly impossible. I think there's probably a good story there. Boogie. I want a boogie. I want a boogie. I want J.K. Rowling to say that the epilogue was crap because we...
Her next door neighbor is this kid named Q, who's a band geek who's not musically talented enough to be in the band. And Q's two best friends are Ben, who's this guy who believes that like the surest path to a woman's heart is to call her a honey bunny, and Radar is an African-American guy who is the semi-professional editor of a website that is identical in every way to Wikipedia, except that it's called Omnictionary. A lot of people have asked me whether I called the website that is clearly Wikipedia Omnictionary because I was worried that Wikipedia would sue me. The answer to that question is no. There is no person or institution in human history who has less standing to sue anyone about anything than I called it Omnictionary for fancy literary reasons, namely that it contains all of the knowledge. I think the scene I'm going to read is Ben and Q, these two friends, have just found out that their other friend is going to prom with a girl, which, as any semi-professional editor of Wikipedia can tell you, is surprising news. And they are meeting Radar's girlfriend for the first time, and then we'll talk afterwards. Oh, by the way, could anyone raise their hands? I mean, 3-week-old NerdFighters side, I think that's safe. Could anyone raise their hands if they are with someone who would be young enough to be sensitive to stories about Christmas time figures? I do not see any hands in the audience. Huh? She's okay? You sure? Everyone's okay? Okay, let's do it. This whole reading is sort of predicated on that. I'm going to just come out and say it. We made up Santa. Okay. Sorry. It's a tough day. It's always a tough day when it happens. Okay. So they're in the cafeteria. The walls of sound felt like they were closing in on us, and we were silent for a while. And then Ben looked at me very seriously. He's just out of that no one wants to go with him to prom. He looked at me very seriously and said, I'm gonna get so much play in college. I'm going to be in the Guinness Book of World Records under the category Most Honey Bunnies Ever Pleased. I was thinking about how Radar's parents actually were in the Guinness Book of World Records when I noticed this pretty African-American girl with spiky little dreads standing above us. It took me a moment to realize that the girl was Angela, Radar's, I guess, girlfriend. Hi, she said to me. Hey, I said. I had classes with Angela and I knew her a little, but we didn't say hello in the hallway or anything. She scooted a chair to the head of the table. I figured that you guys probably know Marcus better than anyone, she said, using Radar's real name. She leaned toward us, her elbows on the table. It's a crap job, but someone's got to do it, Ben answered. Do you think he's, embarrassed of me? Ben laughed. What? No, he said. Technically, I added, you should be embarrassed of him. She rolled her eyes, smiling, a girl accustomed to compliments. But he's never, invited me to hang out with you, though. Oh, I said. That's because he's embarrassed of us. You seem pretty normal. You've never seen Ben snort Sprite up his nose and then spit it out of his mouth, I said. But really, you wouldn't worry? I mean, we've been dating for 5 weeks and he's never even taken me to his house. Ben and I exchanged a knowing glance and I scrunched up my face to suppress laughter. What? She asked. Nothing, I said. Honestly, Angela, if he were forcing you to hang out with us and taking you to his house all the time, it would definitely mean he did not like you. Are his parents weird? I struggled with how to answer that question honestly. No, they're cool, I guess. They're just kind of overprotective. Yeah, overprotective, Ben agreed a little too quickly. She smiled and then got up, saying she had to go say hi to someone before lunch was over. That girl's awesome, Ben said. I know. I wonder if we can replace Radar with her. She's probably not that good with computers, though. We need someone who's good at computers. By the way, nice call saying that Radar's folks are overprotective. Well, it's not my place to tell her, I said. The period was almost over, so Ben and I got up and put our trays onto the conveyor belt. The very same conveyor belt that Chuck Parson had thrown me onto freshman year, sending me into the terrifying netherworld of Winter Park's dishwashing core. We walked over to Radar's locker, and were standing there when he raced up just after the first bell. We just dined with Angela, I said. Ben smirked at Radar and said, yeah, she wants to know why she's never been over to your house. Radar exhaled a long breath as he spun the combination to open his locker. He breathed for so long I thought he might pass out. Crap, he said finally. Are you embarrassed about something? I asked. Shut up, he answered, poking an elbow into my gut. You live in a lovely home, I said. Seriously, bro, added Ben, she's a nice girl. I don't see why you can't introduce her to your parents and show her Castle Radar. Radar threw his books into his locker and shut it. The din of conversation around us quieted just a bit as he turned his eyes toward the heavens and shouted, it is not my fault that my parents own the world's largest collection of black Santas. I heard Radar say the world's largest collection of black Santas probably 1,000 times in my life, and it never became any less funny to me. But he wasn't kidding. I remember the first time I visited, I was maybe 13. It was spring, many months past Christmas, and yet black Santas lined the windowsills. Paper cutouts of black Santas hung from the stairway banister. Black Santa candles adorned the dining room table. A black Santa oil painting hung above the mantel, which was itself lined with black Santa figurines. The light-up plastic black Santa that stood in their postage stamp front yard from Thanksgiving to New Year's spent the rest of the year proudly keeping watch in a corner of a guest bathroom. A bathroom with homemade black Santa wallpaper created with paint and a Santa-shaped sponge. In total, Radar's parents owned more than 1,200 black Santas of various sorts, as a plaque beside their front door proclaimed, Radar's house was an officially registered Santa landmark, according to the Society for Christmas. You just gotta tell her, man, I said. You just gotta say, Angela, I really like you, but when we go to my house to hook up, we will be watched by the 2,400 eyes of Santas. Radar ran a hand through his buzzcut and shook his head. Yeah, I don't think I'll put it exactly like that, but I'll deal with it. That's my
And for those of you who are wondering, I don't know if she's ever heard it before. If she has, she's been very quiet on something. I'm hoping that she isn't freaked out if she ever does.